Hello everyone. In our last two videos, we learned about while loop and the do while loop, two powerful ways to repeat code in Java. Today we are learning about the most popular and most commonly used loop in Java, the for loop. The for loop is compact, clean, and perfect for situations where you know exactly how many times you want to repeat something. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how the for loop works, understand the order of execution, and will be able to use nested for loops to solve your problems. Before we dive into the for loop, let's quickly compare it with the while loop we already knew. In a while loop, we have three separate things happening in different places. For example, int I equal 1 and semicolon, while I, and let's increment it and write the condition I less than or equal to 5. So at the beginning, the first part we have initialization declared before the loop, right? And then we have while and the parentheses, which inside it is condition. It's checked at the top, and then we have increment, which is updated inside the body. These three things are scattered across different lines and different places in the code. The for loop solves this by putting all three things together in one single line, making the code much more compact and easier to read. And here is the key difference in terms of when to use each one. Use a while loop when the number of iterations is unknown. You just know when to stop. Use a for loop when the number of iterations is fixed and known from the beginning, like printing numbers from 1 to 10, or looping through a list of items. So, the for loop is used when you know exactly how many times you want to repeat a block of code. So for loop is used when you know exactly how many times you want to repeat a block of code. Now here is something interesting. Computers work in binary, which means they naturally start counting from 0, not 1. This is why in program we generally follow the convention of starting from 0 and ending at count minus 1. For example, if you want to repeat something 5 times, start at I equal to 0. And when I reach 5, meaning I less than 5. So this gives you exactly 5 iterations, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So you will see this pattern in Java and it will start to feel very natural very quickly. So don't worry about it. So let's try the syntax for the for loop. So we have for, the keyword for, parentheses, and curly braces, and then inside the parentheses, first we initialize the variable. So we have initialization, then we have semicolon, then we have the condition, semicolon, and we have the increment. And inside the curly braces, we have the statements and semicolon. Initialization, this one runs only once at the very beginning. It sets up the loop variable and the condition. This is checked before every iteration. If true, the body runs. If false, the loop stops. Increment or decrement, this updates the loop variable after every iteration. And here is the exact order of execution. So let's try our first for loop, printing numbers from 1 to 5. For, according to our syntax, for, then parentheses, and then curly braces. Inside the parentheses, first we write our initialization, and for example j equal to 1 semicolon. Then we have the condition while or for j less or equal to 5, then semicolon, and let's increment it. And we want the program print for us the value of j. Let's run the program. The output is okay. Let me see. I have done 1 2 3 4 5 for the first for loop, and the second 1 2 3 4 5 for the second for loop. So we can see that the second one is clean, compact, and all in one line, right? Here we have the initialization here, but we have it inside the parentheses. Then we have the condition, we have here the increment, all three separated or scattered lines are together. So just like while loops, you can use a for loop inside another for loop, creating a nested for loop. The outer loop runs once, and for every single iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop runs completely from start to finish. Let's use the same school example from our while loop video, but this time with for loops. So I write the outer one first, for, and the name of the variable class number equal to 1 semicolon, and then the condition class number for less or equal to 3 and semicolon, and class number, let's increment it, and then we have for sure curly braces. So we write the statement for this part. We say please print for me the value of class number. If you want, you can also use concatenation. I write class, and then inside the double quote and plus symbol. So if you want to write another for loop, you can write it here for, again, parentheses and curly braces. Inside parentheses, we write initialization first and student number equal to 1 semicolon. Then for student number less than or equal to 4, and then let's increment it. Sorry, I put a comma instead of a semicolon. So we ask please print for me a value of a student number. We can use concatenation here as well, double quote and plus sign. Inside double quote we write a student. Now let's run the program. Okay, for class 1 we have a student 1 2 3 4. By the way, you can also put this part of the code, cut it and paste it here. Now let's run the program. Okay, I think this way it looks much more logical. This time we have class 1 and for students. By the way, you can do the same in while loop. In while loop we put this line of the code here. You can again take it from here, cut it and paste it here. It doesn't matter, it just depends on your needs and your wish. So we can see that the for loop is much more cleaner, and so everything is compact and in one place. Nested for loops are extremely powerful, guys, and you will use them for things like patterns, tables, and working with grades of data. And this is the for loop in Java. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.